I only
Because
use
Wendell loves money. Okay. All right.
Wendell's Wendell.
While we're waiting for Nono to return with Mike, so that way there can be a bid war, obviously, I'm going to ask my boy Langham to do me a solid.
That's me.
That is you, my boy Langham.
Hmm.
You have been looking over this note probably too much, okay? Maybe a little panicked about what's going on here. Some theories were tossed around last session about what the note meant and who it was going to. Could you roll me an investigation check real quickly?
I sure can. Investigation. My computer's being slow.
That's okay.
I should. Come on, character sheet. Yikes, this is embarrassing.
Was it terrible? Was it awful? Did you roll really bad?
No, it's loading.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. It's not
Okay,
embarrassing
there we
for it
go.
to load.
Investigation. Where now?
What are we getting? What are we getting? What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Team total.
A 16 total. That's not bad. I'm gonna say on a 16. That I think that gets it. I think a 15 was what I was thinking in my head. So I think a 16 passes. So I think you're reading this note, and Alwyn had thrown out like who had we like had a transgression against, like who did we have a transgression against that they would be sending us like a note about it. And I think like you were thinking about it through the lens of somebody is like threatening us. There was like a this is definitely a very threatening note. I think there is a moment though where you kind of read over it and go, if I was going to write a threatening letter, not totally sure this is how I would word it. And I think the word that kind of catches you off guard is the term reconciliation. Okay? If someone was threatening you, wouldn't they be like justice must be served or like vengeance is coming or like something that sounds threatening, not a transgression has been happened and reconciliation is necessary. Like that doesn't sound threatening. That sounds like you need to resolve a problem. Like that's and you're like, I don't know, you don't have enough context, obviously, to know who or why or what this is sent by. But I think just you, Lingam, are like, if I was going to write a threatening letter, I wouldn't use the word reconciliation as the threatening crux here in this letter I'm sending out. So I think that's sort of the only thing you can kind of glean off of this that the way it's worded is weird to you. It's like if this was a threat, this is not how you would write a threat.
Yeah. Guys,
Um,
I'm not sure. The more I think about this letter, the more I'm wondering why would somebody want to reconcile with us? I mean, maybe they just want to work things out.
that's a
I
whole lot of
personally
whispers.
can't think of who we might have wronged, but I also really, um, might not have been paying attention. Um, but
That's
I think it's
fair
worth a
enough.
shot. we
Maybe our
can we
best
can
bet would
head
be to
out
just
right
meet
after I
them.
purchase the helm of the Vesperia.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
No, no, dog, are you here? Because if you don't bid with him, I was gonna let Ethan buy this thing. Okay,
I'll bid
he
with
ain't
him.
here. I'm
It's
letting
time to
Ethan buy
No,
bid.
this thing.
no.
All
It's
right, Ethan,
time
you
to
got the
bid.
gold for
Bid
that?
war time. I'm here to
Appreciate it,
bid.
big dog. Hold on.
It's bid war time. You want to do a bid war? Okay.
I'm here.
I mean, I
This is
assume
messed up.
Alvin's putting up. Alvin's putting up the money that is what? How much higher does Ephesus go? Like than the price?
What's the price?
The price is
1,300
13
gold.
hundred gold.
How much I got?
He kind of threw some gold around last session, so
Oh, I
let's
still
see
got a
where
good
he's sitting.
bit.
Where
I'm
he's
paying
sitting.
zero more than market price. So if he wants
1,300
to bid
and
more than
one.
that, I'm paying 2 gold more than market price, and if he wants to bid more
Yeah,
than
but
that,
they're behind.
that's
Yes.
fine.
Okay. We've got Wendell just walked up and goes, all right, so we've got 1,302 gold. Anybody match him? Anyone feel like raising?
302 and 1 silver.
All right, let's go. Nice. 302 1 silver.
I don't actually want it. I withdraw.
Going once,
I don't know.
going twice.
My disc is lagging. I don't know if it's me. Hello.
It's also lagging for me right
Yeah, my
I think it's everybody. I think
super hard.
Discord's.
It's almost like
I think it's
nobody
everyone.
thinks.
I think it's everyone.
Okay.
now. All right, boys, load up Skype right quick.
I just
Everybody
wanted to
get
make
on
sure.
Skype.
Because for. I mean, look, Ephesus, if you want the helm, you can have it.
Listen, dog, I was just I like Bid Wars. I don't really want the helmet, so if you want
I
it,
watch
you
the
can have it.
show.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
I can spend my money on something else. To be honest,
I got everything.
I just
need.
thought it sounded neat.
I think this is one of those moments where you realize that maybe on a passive insight, maybe Ephesus has been like subconsciously trained by Wendell to drive up prices in front of customers so he can get more out of it. I think this is one of those moments you're like, wait a fucking minute. Like,
Window, I'm gonna give you 1,300 gold, no more, no less.
and he turns to you, Ephesus. Do you have more than 1,300 gold?
I do.
Do you want to spend it on this or no?
I don't need this, man. I'm sorry. I was trying to help you out.
All right, that's very fair. All right, 1,300 gold is, and that's a good price. He's gonna deal over
It's a
the
great
helm of
price.
Vesparia, which you see he pulls out of like a silk sack almost. Oh my gosh, Nona's back.
Sorry, I had to go help out my little
The
brother.
purchase has been made. The gold is out of my account.
The gold is out of his account. That's just so tragic.
What you got?
This is so tragic.
What did you buy, Tim?
I know how much gold do you have right
He
now?
pulls out of a silk bag.
He bought the helm
a-
from you, big dog.
That's fine. That's fine. I was gonna use it because I knew I couldn't pass those checks. I would just be a schizo permanently.
That's fair. You see that the helm is designed in a way. It's made out of solid mithril. First thing, I think that catches you off guard is that the thing is solid mithril. But it's designed to kind of like. It doesn't look like a wasp head, but you see that the angles on are made to look very sharp and angular in the way that a wasp's face would be. And that the top of the helm has a small little stinger on the top of it, but that it has a closed face guard that could hide your face. But the helm of Vesparia is now officially in your hands. Do you put the helm on immediately?
Let me think. I put the helm. So you're just asking me if I want to go into the cutscene now or later, right?
Basically.
Okay. We can get to where we're going first. I'll put the helm on before we enter combat sometime, so we can do the cutscene then.
That's fair. Okay, so that being said, the helm of Vesparia no longer available. Anybody else want to buy anything while we're in the shop?
Hold on, let me see what was
think I'm
in the
good.
shop. Did you just post it in here?
More time?
Did you post what was in the shop?
It's posted in shop inventory.
Let's go.
There's a whole list of things. Minus the helm.
Can I buy the 3 greater healing potions?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Uh,
Deal out a 300 gold. Swipe those.
Wendell,
Add those to your.
Do you have a discount for your old buddy?
Roll persuasion.
Let me grab my die.
You know it's high. You know it's high because Wendell doesn't give anybody discounts. He doesn't give anybody discounts. Oscar, what's up?
Oh, sorry, I was gonna ask if you said you were gonna drop those stuff in my inventory last time, the stuff that I got. If not, it's totally cool. I can look for it. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna double add it.
I'll be 100% with you. Which things did you buy? Because I might have forgotten.
It was the wand of magic missile.
Yes. Okay. I think I did drop it in your inventory. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I remember when
And
you bought
then
that.
and there was also a some kind of a, I think it was like a locket or something like that.
All right.
Okay. Yes. The metal. That's right.
The metal,
Because
yeah.
the wand of magic missile is in there, and then there's a um a metal. What's that thing called? A medal of something. It basically gives you advantage of one uh intelligence based roll.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I see
yes,
the
yes,
magic
yes.
missile thing. Okay.
Yes. I remember. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't find it. That's what it was. So I hold on. I got you, big dog.
I got a 16 plus 7, by the way.
A 16 plus 7. Good lord. He goes. All right. I see what you're after. I see what you're after. I'll knock off 1 gold. Make them 99 apiece. That's a very fair price.
I'll save 3 whole gold. Sounds like a deal to me. I'll give him 297 gold.
All right.
I think that's the right amount. That's 3 greater healing potions.
Okay.
Oh, I added that.
All right. So you got the healing potions. Oster's got a wand of magic missile and a medal of wit. Ethan bought a cursed helm. Anybody else?
Nope, I got my plate yesterday last time.
You did get your plate armor last time. That's true.
I heart 20 AC.
All right. With that being said, where's the party headed now? Are you guys waiting on ants still, or are we headed off somewhere?
Yeah, I
I
just
feel
realized instead of sending out all my ants, we could have just sent my clone. I mean, he could have talked to them just fine. And they had to remember nothing or nothing.
yeah. I guess I would feel kind of bad if we leave those poor little ants. We send them out on a task, and then
Oh, I'm getting them. Either way, they'll come back to me. I mean, it might take them a
so
couple years because they're just little ants, but they'll get back to me.
we needed the ants. We wanted the ants to go there to figure out if that one person was there to see if they were potentially the ones looking for us, right?
I believe that was what the party was planning. Yes, was to try to get tabs on Leah Lacrosse.
Reese, can I telepathically communicate with my ants?
Does the insect colony item allow you to do that? Is that?
Probably not, but I think it'd be funny to ask.
I'm like, I think it might actually. I think there is a telepathic bond
Wait a
feature
second.
in your.
Wait a second. Hold up. Let me find it real quick.
I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I can fix it because I made it.
Heck yeah. Let me see real quick. Items, inventory.
Okay.
Symbiotic. 2 charges. It doesn't say none
I'm
of
going to
them.
say, given the way this item works, I'm going to say you can absolutely telepathically communicate to some degree.
I Charles Xavier. I put my fingers to my head. I'm like, ants.
I think
have
it's
y'all got
less that you can. I think it's less that you could straight up like talk to them in their mind, but it's more like you can get a feel of what they're feeling.
Guys, I'm an empath. Give me a second. What do I feel like the ants are feeling like? What are my empath feelings telling me about my ants?
I'm gonna roll. I think you think the ants are tired from walking a lot.
Guys, we gotta go get these ants, guys. They're sleepy in the streets. We gotta go find them.
Oh my gosh, these poor ants. Okay, I'm thinking we pick up the ants on the way to actually just going and meeting at the at the location in the note, and maybe we just have some stuff in place in case it's a trap.
That's smart. Well,
Yeah, let's do that.
I said, well,
Dude.
all right. How are we going to set up a trap for the location? Do we know what they're like coming with, or we know who? Actually, I don't know who they are.
The people that we're going to,
Yeah.
We also
there
don't know
is
who
a
they are.
bar.
Oh,
Yeah, we
word.
don't know who they are. There is a bar, but just well, I'd say just outside of town, but it's probably like a
Yeah.
6 hour
Six
hike from
hours.
here down the
Where-
road, and it has a there is a special drink that we're supposed to order when we get there to communicate with them. So maybe when we get there, we don't all walk in as one big party. We kind of walk in maybe in like, separate groups to stand out so that we could have people observing the whole situation in case something goes crazy.
Rude. I also think it's really important for us to conceal our because people see a bunch of guys walking to a bar with weapons. I mean, they ain't gonna think nothing nice about us.
Especially with us all being super handsome.
Yeah, I know that's a real big problem for our group, man. They would just walk in a room and everyone looks at us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also think all of you probably are aware that like with now being Battle champions, there's a level of clout that you guys have gained that would make it you're more recognizable. You're definitely more
I'm,
recognizable than you were when you
Who
first
killed
got here a
somebody
few
in
weeks
Battle
ago.
Ball? Did anybody kill somebody in Battle
I
Ball?
did. I tried my hardest. He had Death Ward.
Actually, I killed the person in Battle Ball. No,
Oh
not a
yeah,
right to death's
Langham
door.
has blood on his hands. He's a killer, born
I'm
from
just a
day
college
one.
professor.
College professor during the day, killer by night.
Murderer by night.
um, about this time as you guys are working on this plan, there's a ring at the door as the bell opens as someone enters into the shop. Um, and a small goblin boy wearing a newsies cap, and a very much like probably like industrial era London orphans clothing, like a
Yep,
jacket that's way too big for him, a little vest, his a white
got
shirt that is no
overalls.
longer white, it's extremely dirty.
Ew.
Um, and he walks in and he goes, "Hello, everyone. I'm looking for the Vondes Vipers.
I
Are
very
they?"
much still have my Von Des Viper
That's
cloak
me.
on.
I'm Von
Hey
Des
man, sorry, I
Vipers.
don't know who they are, man.
He goes, "All right, well, it's perfect. I've got some items I'm supposed to deliver." He
Hey,
goes,
I'm actually a Von Des Viper myself.
"Perfect. All right, you can take this." And you see, he hands you, Rudy, a little invitation. He goes, "And then is one of you named Alduin?"
Yes.
All right, perfect. And you see, he walks over and holds up a shape wrapped in a silk cloth, and he just hands it to you. He goes, "And this is for you." And he goes, "And all right, that's off to my next stop. Have a merry day." And he just takes off out the door.
Merry Christmas. He said
No,
Merry,
no.
Use
guys.
detect good and evil on the object real quick.
Okay. The object is magical, but you don't think it's aligned. You think it's just a magic object.
Okay.
Do you unwrap the silk?
By that I meant divine sense, not detect good and evil. The spell. Sorry.
I think you would glean the same information where you know it's not. There's nothing dangerous about it. It's just a magic object you're holding.
Heck yeah, I'm still in the middle of somewhere, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm gonna open this in a more private spot, and I'm gonna say, because we're in a tavern.
No, you're in the shop right now. You're in Wendell's shop.
Hey,
Still
stay
the
out of
shop.
my room.
Okay,
There's
sorry.
private stuff up.
Well, I guess nobody else is in here. Yeah, okay. I'll just open it.
I just imagine you.
You open it
up
and
the
you
It's
unravel a beautiful mahogany body 6-string acoustic guitar with a pink ivory fretboard and solid
Oh
gold
wow.
tuning keys.
I probably
Um,
know what guitar looks like that.
The SpongeBob thing I've been playing on acoustic guitar lately. I play that.
yes, you play the little ditty.
Just
Let's
instantly, I
go.
play that.
This is Ethan's in-game birthday gift.
Word.
It is pretty sick.
All right, now I
Is that your
just
new weapon, Tam Tam?
It is not a weapon.
But it could be.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
I
guess
guess
if I
it's
slam it over
prize.
somebody's head, it is. Then I don't get to use it again.
Where did I?
We should do like a magic item thing where if it breaks, you roll like a nat 20 or a nat 1 for it to break.
We
Oh,
should
that's the
not do
wrong one.
that.
I'm talking like
We're,
when you hit
we're
people,
actually,
like
we're
if
actually,
you full
Ethan
swing
said,
it.
actually, we could do anything else. We could do...
I'd simply prefer not to do that.
All right,
Like if
no,
you swung
I've
it like a
sent
melee
you.
weapon, then you have to do that.
I've sent you this thing, but I will also drop it in the group chat so everyone can see it. Um, but you open a finely sealed scroll.
I open it, I go, yep, I can't read. And then I pass it to the next person.
Everybody else, as he reveals this to you, you guys can see in the general chat, and I will also read it aloud once I get the image to load. Dear esteemed members of the Von Des Vipers, it is my great honor to cordially invite you all to a victory soiree being held tomorrow evening at my estate. Furthermore, you shall all be guests of honor and treated to the finest pleasantries worthy of a champion. Your most honorable, the Lord Cassian Von Des.
Hey, I know that guy.
This might be
We
the
got
first
him a
time
lot of money.
You got him a
He is
lot
money.
of money.
This might be the first time I've ever seen the word soiree spelled.
And it's
Lang
spelled
can
the
say
way
that
the
for
French spell.
Oscar.
I've never heard
Okay.
And it's spelled the way the French would spell something, and that
Okay, kid.
disgusts me. Okay,
Guys,
Soiree.
what? So the soiree says that it's when tonight or tomorrow?
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
So,
night.
Langham, that note of yours didn't happen to have a time frame on it, did it?
I mean, not particularly. Just kind of just said to where to meet and get where to get a drink. It didn't really say when. I don't really, we could try to go. If we go to it tonight and we get wrapped up in something, we might not be able to make the soiree tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking. I say we wait, we go to the soiree tomorrow and then we leave the next morning, and we get all of our loose ends here. We try to get them tied up.
I think that
before
makes
then.
sense. Also, do we have any concerns about the Von Des guy?
I mean, not off the top of my head.
He's just a cool guy.
You're really the only one who's
If anyone wants to, they could roll. They could roll an insight on what they remember about the guy. Yeah, you can roll insight on what you remember about the guy. I think
That's true.
I think you have to roll it. I think whoever rolls it has to roll with disadvantage though, because you only met him once, and it was a while ago. So I think there's a lot for you to have to try to remember.
I don't want
Yes.
to go. I don't want to take an insight check. I want to go back to the dang it, what's the tavern called? I forget it every time. It's in Tailspire.
Rest.
Balrog's Rest. Balrog's Rest. I want to go in there, and I'm gonna go ask my guildmaster about it.
Reese,
You're gonna go and ask them about. You're gonna go ask Raza about Von Des.
Raza, she's heard any rumors about Von Des.
Yeah, you guys can head right to the tavern. Yes, what's up?
I'm gonna buy the animated shield.
Fuck yeah, love that.
Are
you
you
got. I mean, Leo's got the money. Leo's got the money.
To do that right now. I just want to I think instead of us rolling for an insight check, we can
use the world. I respect that.
First, and then
Okay,
if
what
we
if I
need
rolled
to
an
roll
extra?
insight after that, if that's
I actually love the use of the world around you instead of rolling a dice. So I love that idea. Nate, I know Leo has $3,000 on him, so you can pick up that shield, no problem. Is anybody else wanting to buy anything off that list?
Oh, you
Take a look again.
I'm now much more financially burdened, so I'm not going to buy anything.
Now that you've dropped 1,300 gold on a cursed helmet, yeah, that's fair.
On something I'm really not even. We'll see. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna use it.
I mean, have you seen what it does? Have you seen? Because it's kind of sick. Okay.
If you don't use it,
Reese, from me to you, is there any chance over time I can befriend Vesperian enough to lower the DC checks?
That is a possibility that you could talk Vesparia down. Okay. That is a possibility. I will say the first few times you use it, you're just gonna have to be cool with the fact that the checks.
I'm not expecting anything first off.
But also the things you get for the checks are insane. Okay, so I mean,
also don't know that she's necessarily evil.
You don't know that she's evil. You
She
actually,
just gains
I would
control
say
of my
this.
body.
I would say this about Vesparia, and I think as someone with a religious background, you might understand this. Vesparia is a demon, and that's very different than a devil. Demons are chaotic creatures. They just kind of do their own thing. No one really knows what they're up to, and they don't have a goal in whatever the hell they're doing. So you don't think like even if she is bad, it's not like she has like an evil plan for the end of the world kind of bad. She's just maybe a little trickster, you know?
And I can work with a little trickster. I'm party members with Rudy.
Yeah,
And
tricky,
that's
tricky little
precise.
guys. That's me.
Okay.
Anybody got any questions about the list? Because I see Coleman reading intently, and I'm
Can I
like, if
get
you
the
need me
hit
to,
sequel Helm of
I know
Vesparia
I was
2?
checking my email.
They
I'm
made a
sorry.
second one actually.
I also have a quick question.
Okay.
Do I have to? Does Vesparia reveal herself to me every time I equip the helmet?
not every time you equip the helmet, just if you've used a charges, when you go to take a rest, she will reveal herself to you, and you'll have to make the save. But just having the helmet on does not mean that you
Okay. I know
have to make the save.
The first time
Yes.
you see her. I didn't know if that was
The
a
first time you
random.
see her, you have to make a save against the very first time. But after that, it's only when you use like charges and then take a
Okay.
long rest afterwards.
I
Um,
have 2 questions.
All right.
So, like Tan brought up a really good point that Langham has lived in here for a little while. So I was
Yep.
wondering if that might have any effect on his check potentially later on the Van Ness, or if he's just kind of like one of those bigger
I
than
will
life people
say,
you don't really know.
hold on. I actually think this is a very fun thing you've brought up. And I'm going to say, if you would like to, just this once, give yourself advantage on any sort of check using Langham's environment, what Langham knows about the
Mhm.
city from the school and all this stuff. You could just be like, I'm just gonna call a friend. I'm just gonna see if somebody knows this guy. And give
Okay.
yourself essentially the help action from a buddy.
That's sick. I might hold on to it because I do want to go for Alduin to talk to the guild master and everything, but that's pretty sick nasty.
Yeah,
If we do a check after that
yeah, and I think
for that.
I want this to be very clear moving forward for all of you guys. If your character has like if you're in like their hometown or if they have a special relationship with an NPC in the way that like Ephesus has a special relationship with Wendell, if you want that person to give you the help action on something, that's possible. It doesn't just have to be party members. The environment around you is very much usable for all of you as a tool as much as it is part of the game.
Okay.
So
Once I see my
that's a
recognition
stick
at the end,
Iceman's jersey. That's dope. All right. So if the shopping is done, where are we going next?
I have a
there was
question.
one more thing that I was going to say. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Hit me with it.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Okay,
Let him cook.
all right.
Let him cook.
Okay.
Let him cook.
So this is much less important, but I opened up my Steam to go to Telspire, and I scrolled
Yes.
down the page, and on New and Trending, there is a game called I Want to Fuck My Mom's Best Friend, and it's on Hot New and Trending. So
Wait a
anyway,
second.
Is
Wait a
that
second.
even-
Everybody
even-
stop what you're doing. Everybody stop what you're doing. Okay.
Guys, Oscar might have found something new.
Okay.
Don't get
We're
it,
playing a different game. All right.
All right, the
I
Indy's
just
over
wanted
tonight,
to know,
fellas.
You guys, I'm sharing it currently. You guys will look.
Sorry guys, he's over for tonight.
I know what we're doing after the session.
All right. Coleman, what you got, King?
I forgot that the whole point we were doing Battle Ball was because it was for a quest for me.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Wait,
From the Fighters Guild. Yeah.
Yeah, so
From the Adventurers Guild. I mean.
I want to head
don't we
over
need to go
there.
get our payment for that quest?
You weren't in it.
You get paid for that. He gets paid for that quest, or whoever was in the Adventurers Guild gets paid for completing that quest. Which I think is just Rudy and Ephesus, both were members of the Adventurers Guild. Yeah.
Rudy was?
Yo.
So you head
Rudy.
over. Yeah. You head over there.
I thought it was
You want to go
the
ahead
two
and
that
collect your winnings?
I do.
Okay, you guys get over there.
Money?
One, you got paid winnings from the game itself, but the guild master, you guys see this fucking ripped, full plate armor, red dragonborn. Okay, you see this guy is so dragonborn that his his horn just caught on fire. They're never not. Right? This guy looks so intense. He turns the new recruits.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
Yeah, this server.
My Discord is struggling right now.
Yeah, I got red bars.
Yes, same.
Yeah,
I'm
Discord's
glad,
struggling
I'm
heavy
glad
right
it's
now.
not me. I'm glad it's not me,
No,
though. I'm glad it's Discord,
Discord
not me.
itself.
You
I'm
know what I
at
mean?
1700 ping right now.
You want to try and move it to a different server?
Well,
We
I mean,
can.
right now,
Sure,
I
we
know
can try
that Discord's average API response time is up.
That makes sense, yeah.
Big Discord is
Hey,
having issues.
Mine's brought back down to normal.
Yeah, mine came back down to normal too.
Yeah, I'm back.
Emphasis, Rudy. You see this dope Dragonborn dude in red scale mail that he's wearing on top of his already like shredded looking scales. He goes, "You guys, the new recruits."
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
He might have saw me in the arena that one
That-
time. I fist fought a bunch of people.
That battle was the sickest
Alright.
shit I've ever seen.
Discord.
All right, way to put the guild on the map, boys. You see, he hugs you
Let's go.
so hard.
Yes, sir. Gorbash, Rudy gets so high.
He, I mean, so he hugs you so hard. I think Rudy experiences like what it would be like for a robot to get their back cracked. Like I'm not sure what that feeling, that sensation is, but it happens. But like he gives you like the most insane bear hug you've ever had, and then he's
My
like,
back
"All
has
right,
never felt ever before. What do you do?
all right, that was an awesome job on your first quest. So I'll hook you up. You know how it works." You see, he reaches behind the counter, pulls out a bag of gold for each of you. He hands you both 100 gold.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's go.
sir.
He goes, "Now, not all jobs pay that well, but with that kind of initiative, anything's possible. So get out there and make the guild proud."
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Do we get to move up a rank?
I mean, you completed one quest. We're not ranking you up immediately, but like,
Well, that was our deal last time. You told me to go complete a quest, and I was getting ranked up because I had already like some clout.
yeah, but like, do you have clout really? Like,
We did just win a
name
bunch
a
of battle
bounty you've completed.
dogs. One coldest guy, right?
Yeah, I killed the cultist guy. I forgot his name.
All right, cultist guy doesn't give me a lot of information.
Gormesh.
So,
Gormesh is dead. I didn't actually collect on that one, but I killed Gormesh.
Well, I don't know if you
okay.
killed
Well, roll
Gorman.
deception.
Okay.
Roll this.
I was there when
There's a lot
Gormesh
of things
was
that went on
dead,
in
and I
that
tried to bring
Gormesh.
his body back, but it was incinerated. Wink.
Things happen there.
Okay.
So
All
Gorman
right.
Okay, that's a
learned
All right.
in a very
16.
Okay, look, man. Guild rules. You've got to complete 2 quests before I can bump you. That's just how it works for everybody. All right. And if I start showing favoritism to guys who've got a little more schwadavi guy, then this whole thing falls apart.
What word was that?
Schwadaviv.
What the heck? Sorry, I'm kind of new.
It's
to
a little
this
more
whole Greek and
pizzazz,
language
a little
stuff.
extra umph. All right.
Mhm.
Some people refer to it as the it factor. I'm not saying you guys don't have it. I think you definitely do. But if I just start ranking everybody up who has the it factor, this whole guild comes apart. We got so many guys who've got the it factor. Like Greg over there, and he points to a 4-armed orc who's holding 2 battle axes. He goes,
Hey,
Greg's got it. But like Greg had to go through the quest to get himself to the rank he is. Greg just didn't show up like that.
Well, we've gone through some quests. They might not have
I've
been
been through a ton of
necessarily
quests. My
guild
God.
sent by the guild. We've been on a quest or two now.
I mean, I'm not saying you haven't been on
Quest
Quest.
is my
all
middle
right?
name.
Quest is your middle name?
Yeah, I mean it's
He's one-
Quest Love, but
His name is Ephesus Quest.
What's your
and
last
I don't know
name?
what his last name is. Quest 2.
Because, like, your form just says Ephesus. So,
well, that's a secret. Isn't
Is your full name Ephesus Quest Adventures Guild?
it? It's Quest Love.
fascinating.
His
Fascinating.
first name is Oculus.
Fascinating. All right. Well, at least this guy had the decency to fill out his paper, Rudy / I don't remember my last name. He was at least nice enough to write that
Oh,
down. Okay.
Vantar. Vantar is my last name. I meant to
Okay,
update
sweet.
my
You see
credentials.
this guy immediately rips this form up, fills out another one, writes your actual last name on it.
Oh, and Rudy is my middle name, but you can keep calling me that.
All right, Rudy's his middle name. Okay, we're gonna keep that in there. All right, that's very important information for filing purposes. When the merchants guild sends an audit team down here, it gets a real mess when guys don't have a last name, which happens a lot in adventure. A lot of guys who just have one name and they think like it's a big deal. There's a guy who works here named Mistigan. That's his only name.
Wow.
I've nothing else to go on.
But like, how many other people are named Mistigan? I mean, I think that's kind
Weirdly
of
enough, a lot of people try to join this guild named Mistigan. Actually, weirdly enough, we have one other guy named Mistigan, but he's not a problem because his name is Mistigan Jones. He gave us his last name. Okay, so like we have something to file that under. But like the first guy, the first Mistigan, nothing. Nothing. We don't even. First of all, he wears a mask the entire time he's here. I don't know what race he is. All right,
Mastigan.
I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's Elvish. I don't know if he's Dwarvish. I mean, he's kind of tall, so probably not Dwarvish. I don't know. I don't know what his deal is, but I just know his name is Mistigan and he wears a mask. So, and that's a nightmare when it comes to audit season. You know what I mean?
How do you get them paid if you don't know where they are or how to find them?
He shows up to get paid like every couple months.
I forgot about us getting paid. That was just a perk of it. The real win, the real payment here was getting all that battle ball clout.
Battle Ball Cloud is pretty sweet. Back in my day, I used to put up some serious numbers on the Battle Ball field.
Could you beat the Von Des Vipers?
I mean, by myself, probably not, but like I
Could
could
your
put a
team
team
beat the Von
together.
Des Vipers?
I mean, I don't know, man. What are you, like 250, 245?
Yeah, that's what I thought, and then I walk out.
He looks at you if he goes like, "What are you, like 180, 185?"
I'm like, dude, I'm an elf. I'm like 120.
Oh yeah, that's right. Elf bones. They're like bird bones. They're hollow. I forgot about that.
My bones. You hear outside, clink, clink, clink. Still, you ain't getting past me. And I just keep
I love
walking.
that guy's energy. But emphasis. Look. Just give it a couple weeks. Even if you don't really complete a quest, we'll probably upgrade you just from like you paying your membership fees. So you're fine, dude. You get
What
out of
if
here.
I pay 2 months membership fees right now?
Okay. All right. And you want me on paying that? You want me to bump you from beginner to intermediate?
Yes.
He goes, all right, well, this is gonna be a nightmare in the paperwork, but okay. You see, he starts pulling out a bunch of different papers. He goes, all right, I'm gonna need you to sign here, here, and here, and then I need you to sign here, here, and here, and then I need you to sign here, here, and here, and then I'm gonna need you to date this one, and then sign it here, 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 and here. All right.
Okay, I saw all of them. Just Ephesus. I just write Ephesus on every line, even the
All
date
right.
line.
Okay. So still no last name.
Just Ephesus.
All right. Okay, just Ephesus. Okay. You see, he put out the paper up. He goes, "All right, sweet. You got the payment."
How much is it?
You said 2 months worth of guild fees.
Yes.
It's 120 gold. 60.
Oh.
It's 60 gold a month. So
Oh yeah, here, take it.
he goes, "Okay, sweet." All right, takes the gold, puts it behind the counter, takes the fees here. All right, and then you see he pulls out a little medallion. that's a solid gold eye that can be clipped to your thing. He just says, "All right, that's I for intermediate. All right. So look at you. You've ranked up."
Pay to win, am I right? And I walk right out the door.
He goes, "That guy's gonna be a problem." All right, and he walks off. All right, jumping back to anybody else? What are we doing?
Well,
Some
I'm
people
back-
can join me to head to Bell Reagan's Rest and Graza if they want to. If y'all got something
Yeah,
to
I'll
say
do that.
about, that's fine.
Yeah, I want to
I'll go
meet
with you.
back up with them like on the walk there. Like, yeah, guys, I just got paid.
You just got paid.
Taking
Okay.
steps.
Do we
man.
know
I'm
if
just
Bill
getting-
is
Alright,
on
you
the
guys-
way over there?
Huh?
Do we know if Bill is on the way over there? Do we know where Bill is?
You have no idea where Bill is.
Oh my god. I performed the
I'm
Bill
scared.
whistle.
As you guys arrive at the tavern and open the door, you guys see a crowd of people. All right. It's first of all, it's like 12 o'clock, so it's kind of early for like the tavern to really be popping off, as a bar situation. But you guys see a crowd of people have kind of piled in, and they're all kind of like encircling something, and like listening very intently to somebody. And you guys hear the ultimate issue with the mortal form is really that it's too much pride gets in the way of our ability to love as we all should. And you guys see a donkey, all right, with a keg in front of him, okay, top cut out, all right, just drink out of it. He goes, the real issue with the concept of cities and taverns and like groups and tribes is that they don't remember that we all came from the same beings. All right, and I know that some of you are saying, well, we have different gods who came from different places, but those gods came from the tree, dude, and the realms tree is where we all come from. And really, gods are just an extension of us, right? They're really just more of like our older siblings than they really are our creators and founders, because they were created and founded by a tree that we're
Well-
all connected to. It connects us to them, that connects us to everybody else.
I raised my hand. I'm like, hey, Bill, I get what you're saying. I literally met like the god of goblins, whatever his name was, Gore. I'm pretty sure that man created me. I'm very red like him. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but he created you through his power of creation that came from the tree. So really, he borrowed the power of the realms tree to create you. And so in that concept, the tree created you, and the tree created him, and so we're all created
okay.
equal in the eyes of the tree.
Okay, word. So the tree has eyes is what I'm getting.
In a metaphorical sense, yeah.
You know, I have eyes. I'm like the tree, ain't I?
Langham gets what I'm saying. Langham, you got it.
And I do my best tree impression.
See? This man gets it. This man gets it. This man's got it down. Alwyn, what are your thoughts on the tree, my brother?
Hey, Graza. I'm not giving it the time of day. So if y'all want to
goes-
finish this
he goes,
discussion,
hey,
go ahead.
he goes, hey. Everybody, you see how I could get that behavior to offend me, but I know that he knows that I know that we're all equal in an equal space, and that his disrespect is no respect for himself or me.
It was my favorite DMPC ever.
Oh my god.
And then Graza goes, he's been talking like that for 3 hours. All right.
You get a drunk
You know,
donkey
he's a
drunk.
donkey.
Think
He
of
doesn't have like humankind rights.
that.
I don't. Okay, first of all, none of us have humankind rights. Not a single person here is a human. All right, we're all a different thing.
Sorry, mankind rights. Sorry.
Okay, all right. I'm an orc. You're an elf. He's a gnome. He's a Leonin. He's a donkey. And if we start questioning the line between talking donkey to anything else, your friend is a lion man. All right, we can't start drawing lines here because they start getting real blurry. Okay.
Yeah, but
But
I think
anyways.
anything is okay if they're not annoying. You know.
But anyway, How can I help you?
Looking for some info you have about a certain noble. I don't know if we need to take this in the back room or not.
Nobles? Do you mean like high-ranking guild members? I take it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Hey, George, and you see a a dwarf who's bald-headed, big white beard, who's sitting in the crowd in front of Bill. He like pops up and he goes, "Yeah, boss," and she goes, "Take the counter. I gotta step down into the brewery real quick." And he goes, "All right, understood." And he comes over there and he stands. And she goes, "All right, follow me." And she opens a door that leads down to the basement where all of these giant, vats full of brewing beer are. She
I
walks
signal to the
downstairs.
party and tell them come on.
Who all goes
All of
downstairs, and does anybody stay up here with Bill?
I'm grabbing
I go
Bill.
downstairs.
Staying down there with Bill. I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Okay, you're picking up these.
I'll go
ones
up
now.
I
there
go
with him.
downstairs with my boy. All doing.
Okay,
Because
So,
Bill bet my
but-
pistol, and I've got to have a talk to him about what we won.
so you're staying with Bill
I'm
talking about
going
that.
to.
He goes, all right, give me 1 second. I got a crowd going here. It's very important. And you guys go downstairs. Garth goes, okay, all right, so first things first, before I say anything, whatever we talk about does not leave this basement. All right?
You guys hear that? I looked.
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
good?
I
We
look
all
at
good?
Langham. I feel like you two are the least tight lips. Are we good with that?
Yes.
My friend, if I had tighter
Langham.
lips, I would be a none.
Langham, what did he say? I didn't hear him.
Like that. I didn't
Sorry.
like that.
Hey, Alwyn. Hey, listen, man.
Alwyn
I
says that, not Ethan. Ethan thinks it's funny.
Hey, Alwyn. My lips are sealed. You know why they are? I have no idea what he just said.
She goes, off the cuff, I can give you the usual stuff on any of the merchant superiors. But if you're just looking for high-ranking merchants, it's kind of hit or miss. Depending on, there's a lot of them. High merchants are a dime a dozen. So
We this might be ironic. We're looking for some info about Cassian Von Dess.
oh yeah, the guy who sponsored your battle ball team.
Yeah, so he invited us to like a victory soiree. Weird word, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, that sounds like normal. I mean, most of the guys when they win it, they throw like a big lavish party.
Is this a guy that we need to like be wary of? Do you have any idea if he's doing any like underground dealings? Have you heard anything from some loose-lipped drunkards?
She goes, I mean, I haven't heard. I mean, look, any person who's a high merchant in the Dolphroma's Merchants Guild, they've done some shady shit to get that high. You know what I mean? To get that kind of rank. I do know he technically was just appointed a position as a merchant superior. Okay, so but he's brand new to it. That's the only way he was able to, sponsor a battle ball team. Only merchant superiors can do that. So I know that's the case. It's actually kind of like a weird time for the guild because they're actually a merchant superior short right now. So that's kind of a weird thing. They're missing a guy on the council. But I know his family's been in the guild for pretty much since its conception. They do a lot of trading as far as like shipment. They own a large fleet of sailing ships capable of going up and down the Kandawa River. They ship stuff to Iron's End a lot. I mean, as far as shady dealings, there was one time where people thought that like he was smuggling like controlled substances into the city, but there was never any
Did he
proof to
sell
back it
oil
up. And
barrels?
a lot of guys, it wasn't in a barrel. It was on one of his ships a while ago. There was a dwarvish captain who ran one of his ships who was carrying a bunch of mountain venom, which is a drug from Iron's End that people use a lot.
This wasn't the same guy whose wife I slept with, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, you slept with a Bullywug's wife.
which is tragic.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I missed out on something here.
But anyways, he goes, but that I from like what went around the guards, people thought like maybe he was smuggling stuff, but there was a very small amount of it, so people thought that maybe just that captain was just using, you know.
Mhm.
And so there was never like nothing ever got back to him as far as him like getting with any of the guild stuff. But as far as merchant superiors go, he seems decently upstanding. I mean, I've never heard anything bad on him. You know, like you hear bad shit about like the Lord Marquette all the time. You know, like the Lord Marquette's got some shit going on that people don't that you keep hush hush about as much as you can. I really don't get that kind of shit in here about Von Des, but he's also new to the table, so like give him time maybe. But
Well, I got another question.
all right,
This isn't related to Von Des. Hey, you know, I actually have two questions. I'm not gonna say they're related, but I'm not gonna not say they're related.
okay, fair.
One, have you heard of any smuggling of some very exotic creatures into the city?
You see that I'm gonna roll for this.
Out of this, I'm just trying to get like if people like know that we are the people who did it.
She goes, I know that a couple nights ago some exotic creatures were found at the Ekrar's estate. And I know that DK Radnor has since vanished out of the city upon them being found. Other than that, I don't know how they got here.
Okay. Well, what? And you know,
But I think
I
that's also, I'm going to quickly point out, that's information you guys didn't know. You guys hid the humans at the Ekrars. They found the humans. Apparently, they were found, and you don't know what was done with them past that. But
and again, I can't say that these are related. Have you heard anything about Leah Lacrosse lately?
um, I heard that I heard that she got dropped off at a at the guild's clinic a couple of days ago, looking extremely messed up. Um, Here's the thing. I actually know Leah from a while back. We did some business together. I stopped working with her because I thought she was ambitious to the point of reckless. But um she she wasn't as high ranked in the guild as she is now. Back when we worked together, she's a high merchant now, which means she directly reports to one of the merchant superiors, which I think she reports to the Lord Marquette. I think those two are. I think that's who's like her leader in that situation. But she when I was doing business with her, she was on this trip about smuggling like a special honey into the city that comes from a certain type of plant that makes the honey hallucinogenic. And she was moving it into the city, and I was trying to get into it because I can make a beer out of it that's pretty fucking spectacular.
I
You
whenever he says this, I'd like to like look over at Alduin and oh where's the thing at? And be like, honey and him being like maybe
do you
do you think
say
that
the honey
we
and him
can
out
do it?
loud?
Yes, I like. Well, I try to whisper it to Alduin, although I know we're all like in the same room. So
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if she hears you make like whisper that. Okay, okay. She goes, yeah, the honey and him. Yeah, that's where the honey gets made.
just
It's
outside of
called
town.
lullaby
Yeah.
honey. It's called lullaby honey. Lullaby honey is a type of honey that it it's hallucinogenic and it's it's very addictive. But the honey and him, they distill a mead out of it that makes it a lot less hallucinogenic and just kind of gives you a real good buzz for a lot less beer.
Would it be
But she
called
was trying to
Caribbean
move
Red?
it. No, Cabrini and Red's a wine. It's a red wine, and you wouldn't
Mm.
have any honey in it.
I want to see. Hold on, let me see. I want to look around the room real quick and just make sure, like, check for any magic items. Make sure there's not anybody in here.
Okay, yeah, roll an investigation. And if anybody else wants to try, you can.
That's
Well, I'll
only a
try. I
12
think I have
for
like
me.
a -1 to
But-
investigation.
Who has the highest?
And
What is investigation?
I-
Intelligence.
I have a +5 investigation.
I'll give you bardic inspiration as well.
Why did
Okay.
emphasis roll a nat 20 on the mirror blade scrying deck?
You don't need to know.
You give
Okay,
me
understood.
inspiration, Ethan? Or
He
bardic
actually does need to
inspiration?
know. He is
What do you gotta
DM.
do again?
It's
It's
I am the
D6,
DM.
right? Okay.
If anyone needs to know, it's him.
I took care of a
If
problem.
anyone
That's
needs to know,
all
it's
you
me.
need to know.
Okay.
There's something else going on upstairs.
Wow. I rolled a nat 1.
I want to roll
No,
investigation.
+6 is 6 plus another D6. Let's see.
Plus 0, guys. Let's see what I get.
I rolled a total roll of 7.
I got a 5. I got a 5.
Okay, so
Okay.
the best roll was 12.
Dang.
I also got 12
Wait,
This
what
place
are we
makes me
rolling
nervous.
for?
investigation.
I can roll. You want me to?
Okay.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Please.
got a
Oh,
five.
one second.
God.
Nate, what is Leo add to investigation?
I'm gonna give him guidance as well, and he'll add a D4.
Oh yeah, okay.
I add a 6. Yeah, I add a 6 to investigation.
That's pretty good.
So let me see what I get.
Pretty dang solid.
21 without the +4.
Just
I
go
can
ahead
add the
and
+4
that,
as well. Let's see.
Yeah, add a D4. It
Yeah,
ain't gonna
3.
do me
So
any good
24.
now.
Yeah. Guys, I'll be right back. My stomach just
24
can't
then.
beat you.
I got a
Godspeed,
24.
soldier.
Okay, 24. I think Leo can confidently say, Lion, since his kid Kitty starts sniffing around the room, can confidently say, you don't find any magic items, and you don't think anybody else is but you.
Okay. Graza, this is between me and you. We came to this city not to become battle ball champions.
Well, that's
we
wild.
we tracked down a shipment of very exotic creatures and had
Okay.
a deal with Leah Lacrosse to get them to her so she could manage from there. But we believe that she had some shady intentions for those creatures. So we put them with the Ekrars. Because their whole thing is exotic animals. We thought if they couldn't hide them, then nobody could. But as you see, that
That's
didn't work.
fair.
And so we were told to meet somebody at the Honey and Him.
Did the note say who, or just
It
Was
was
it-
anonymous.
all right?
If you have any way, like if you knew, like if you worked with Leah Cross, that she has a lot of documentation. If there's any way we could like try to double check the handwriting or anything like that,
Yeah,
that would
I've
be
got some
cool.
old papers. I've got some old papers. We could look at it. Sure.
But it's
You see this
anonymous
sheet?
right now.
She goes, actually, stay here. And you see that she walks upstairs, and like walks up into like the rooms upstairs and goes to like her room that she lives in the tavern, and then comes back downstairs with a letter from Leela Cross that was essentially just like I'm sorry we're no longer doing this together, but turn out for you, sort of like condolences note, trying to not burn bridges sort of situation.
Mhm.
And she holds the note upside down. I'm gonna roll investigation for her. Anyone else, if you guys would like, can roll investigation.
I assume she would have most experience with paperwork. I'm gonna give her bardic inspiration as well.
Okay, hell yeah. I'm gonna let you know now. Graza at a +9. So I'll roll this.
If I need to add because guidance is a cantrip, I'll just throw on one of those as well.
You got a 9 + 9, 18. And you gave her a bardic. Is that a D6?
A bardic D6 and a guidance D4.
That's a dirty 20. That's 24. She holds it up, and she points out to you guys. These are definitely not the same handwriting. These are two different people. She goes, Leah. Her like handwriting is always like very flowy and like formal, and you can tell she practiced this a lot. This was written very rigid. Whoever wrote this was like a very tight wrote, very quickly scrawled out on a piece of paper kind of thing, tossed.
Okay, so we can't completely count it out that it's not her, but we know it didn't come directly from her at least. But yeah, that's it. If you wouldn't mind, just if you hear anything from any loose-lipped people, just give an eye out for us. I'll do my best to get you some business as well.
You ready? Turn the camera. Oh yeah, okay. She goes, yeah, I'll keep an ear open. I'm gonna just say this straight to you because I like you. I think you're a fun guy to have in the group. Be careful around Leah Lacrosse. She is a lot more clever than anyone gives her credit for.
We'll do our best with
All right. She goes, no, I gotta go serve drinks, and she just walks upstairs. She goes, take your time, and she heads out of the brewery room and heads back to the bar.
All right, you want to know what that nat 20 was for now?
Absolutely, I do.
I got bored upstairs, and so I lined Bill up, put an apple on his head, threw the knife. Perfectly got
You got a
the
nat
apple.
20. Ping the apple. Bill, finally, after just so much rambling, the crowd dissipates. They do go wild for the apple trick, though. They go fucking nuts. Okay, people are like,
Yeah.
that's what's up. A bunch of guys try to buy you drinks. And then Bill,
I'm an intermediate. Look at me.
I'm intermediate. Bill wanders over to you guys.
Me next. And I
What's
put the
up,
apple on top of my
compadre?
head.
How's it going? How's it happening? What have we been up to this morning? What have we been after?
Is he talking to the group or just to me?
To you.
To me.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, I've been looking for you. I mean, I got some money. I've been buying some things. But I just remembered that you bet my pistol. So I need to know what I won, or what did you do?
Oh, you want to know what you want? You want to know what you won with the pistol?
Yeah.
I got you, big dog. What you won, and you see that Bill goes behind the counter, or goes up to the counter, and he's like, Graza, you got that thing for me? And she goes, yeah, no worries. And she reaches up to the counter and pulls out a slip of paper that says, this property is hereby owned by, and then a very bad signing of your name. Okay? And he goes, you own a dock in Dalfroma. I bet your gun for a dock. All right? We own property in the city.
Is it a nice
For your boat.
Oh,
your boat's coming. Your boat's coming, so
you
need a place to park the boat.
I didn't know the boat was coming yet.
You kept saying this boat was on the way with the catalog. You kept saying that, dude.
Well, I said that, but I didn't know it was already on its way. Is it already on its way?
I don't know, but you kept saying there's a boat coming with a catalog, and I was like, where's he gonna park this boat? I was worried for days. Where's he gonna park this boat at? And so then I was like, I know. I bet his gun with one of the guys at the shipyard for a boat. I mean, for a dock, so you can park your boat, dude.
You know,
I'll
Bill.
walk up when he says that, and I'm like, this dog ain't that bad.
Bill, this might be the best thing you've done so far.
Okay, first of all, it's a little hurtful, but also fair.
After he says that, I'm gonna say, Bill, this is the only useful thing you've ever done in your entire life.
God,
Bill,
no.
don't listen to him. You're my best friend.
Rudy, I really appreciate that. Alvin, I hope at some point we can put away this animosity between the two, and we can just learn to embrace each other as beautiful creatures in the tree.
You know what, Bill? Show him
one
your
of us is a beautiful creature, the other
trick.
one of us is a donkey.
Show him your special trick, Bill.
You see that he turns to you and he goes, "You don't show off for people who adamantly dislike you. Okay, you're not. I'm not trying to impress this man.
If he sees your special trick."
I'm not trying to get him to like me. He chose not to, and that's his choice, and that's okay.
All I'm saying, you get us a few more ducks.
Langham says, "What?
Can I see your special trick?"
He goes, "Oh, yeah, of course, man." And he misty steps to the other side of the room. He just fully teleports. He just.
That's my friend right there.
He goes, "Yeah."
Like, looks at him and looks at Alduin and is like, "That's pretty cool."
He goes, "Look, I'll do it for you because I love you. I'll do it, but I'm not doing it for Alduin because he doesn't want to see it, and I don't want to show it to him. As simple as that."
Alduin, close your eyes.
You get us a few more docs, I might come around.
Specifically docs, or do you want anything else?
And ice cream.
You know what, Bill? I'm not saying this will smash the beef. I'm not saying this will. But what I will say, I think we have a long trip ahead of us.
Yeah, probably.
And it might be good. Because here's the thing, buddy. Sometimes things are black and white. You know? There's not. No,
They're not. I don't know. That's never been the case for me. Not once.
For that statement to come out of your mouth right after I was talking about squashing the beef, you talk about having very like. You talked about putting your pride away to love each other, but you can't even get your opinion out of the way to see that maybe not everything is. Maybe there's no in between sometimes. You know.
It wasn't an opinion thing. You just said sometimes things are black and white, and that's new to me. Like I've never experienced that. I was just letting you know that things that might have been black and white for you, but I've never once had things been black and white for me. That's a new thing then. I'm not from here, dude. This is kind of new to me, the whole thing. So,
Bill, I think if you say one more sentence, I'm gonna kick your donkey teeth in.
Whoa now, whoa, hey now.
Alan, I think if you threaten me one more time, you're welcome to try.
Oh. Hey, guys. I accept between them. Guys, now is not the time. This is not like you two.
I don't want my donkey to die, but he's starting this on his own. I don't know what to say.
Guys. Let's all be adults.
Can I roll an insight check? What are the odds I beat this donkey in a fight?
You will not beat this donkey in a fight. You will not beat this donkey in a fight. I repeat, you will not beat this donkey in a fight.
I repeat,
he's told me before you will not beat this donkey in a fight. You don't even have to roll. I'll tell you now, you won't beat him.
You better be glad Leo's holding me back.
He is so good. I swear to God, he's so good.
Reese might have made this donkey pretty good. I ain't seen it, but I know.
Nate sounds like he's been personally assaulted by this donkey.
Nate, the panic in Nate's voice is so insane. He was like, "You can't win."
He just doesn't want to make me have to make a new character.
Literally. I believe in you. I really do, but I promise you won't beat him.
I'm gonna say this. I want you to roll. You can either roll an insight or you can roll an arcana. I want you to make the roll. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Okay.
That's a 21.
On 21, I think you look at Bill, and in this moment where kind of the laid back nature of Bill subsides for a second to like prepare that he might actually have to fight you, I think for a split second, like for a moment, okay, in Bill's eyes, see 1,000 more of you than there are in this room. And then I think you see equally in a split second behind Bill, 1,000 hooves, 1,000 possible donkeys could be here to fight 1,000 versions of you. And you don't know what that means. But you know it's not normal. And I think that's all you've got. Okay?
Bill, I have slightly more respect for you that I see you're willing to put your hooves where your mouth is sometimes.
You guys, I'm always willing to put my hooves where my mouth is. And let that be a lesson to you. That if you keep talking shit, we're going to handle it. And then he walks out of the bar. Okay? All right.
Whoa, bro.
Whoa.
Y'all leave my donkey out of this.
Let's be honest here. That donkey owns you, Ephesus.
That is not Ephesus donkey. That is.
Oh god. I put the unicorn horn on his head. He is my donkey.
I gave you the materials to make it.
It was my rapier.
It was mine. It was my scimitar, my +2 scimitar, my +1
I thought
scimitar.
we put my rapier on his head.
I can't believe Reese just owned me with a talking donkey and didn't even give me a chance to clap back.
I go heck yeah, then I fist bump.
That's so sad.
I definitely
Because
fist
he's
bump.
walking away now. No matter what I say now,
Donkey.
I just look worse.
True. He got
You
you.
would look super cool if you said, "Yeah, that's right. Walk away."
Langham, I appreciate the enthusiasm, buddy. I'm not taking intimidation tactics from a gnome.
Hey,
Wow, okay.
Bill, way to set up like a real adult
I'll
now.
have you know, I'm a college professor.
And he's my intern.
All right. In this moment, what's the party doing next? Bill leaves. Ephesus, you don't know where he's going. I don't think anyone has ever known where Bill's going. Bill doesn't know where Bill is going. Okay?
As he walks out, I'm going to yell at Ben. I'm going to say, Honey and Hen, day after tomorrow, be there in the morning.
He goes, understood. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go get a custom-made suit for a donkey, because I got a soiree to attend. Out of... Right?
I'm
like,
going
"See you
to
there,"
check
and he's, like,
and make
waving
sure
away.
that my gold, my wallet is still on my body and that he didn't take it.
I have a feeling he's rich.
You gotta
now
give yourself a
because
pat
he
down?
definitely
Yeah.
definitely bet
Okay.
my pistol on a
All right.
thing.
Yeah, I think that's roll perception. Yeah, I think that's a roll perception.
Okay. That's a 14.
14. Dude, your fucking gold's gone. Okay.
That sucks so bad.
I want you guys to know, Bill has a +11 to sleight of hand. Okay, Bill.
Is Bill level 20 Reese?
I'm gonna
No,
show
he's not,
Ephesus,
but he's good.
I'm gonna show Ephesus my empty coin pouch and say, "Your donkey, pay up."
I check my wallet to see if I have my coin pouch.
Not even needing a roll. You check your wallet. All Alduin's money is in your coin purse.
I don't
Is
have.
it?
He
Oh
stole
my
mine
God.
too, man. He took mine too.
Roll deception, roll insight.
That's a 21 inside.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I'm not rolling that. Where's my dice? Sorry, I've got folding clothes. Where are my D20s? There they are.
There's a chance Ephesus becomes 400 gold richer right now.
There's a chance.
That's a 13.
The 13.
Wait, no. I actually could beat this. I'm gonna use the luck check.
He's gonna get a luck check. That's
I'm just kidding.
that's
I rolled a
so
16.
funny.
I rolled a 16.
Okay, all right. So yeah, okay. So you know he's lying. You know he's full of shit.
Ephesus, come on, man. I get you're a cowboy. I didn't know you were a thief, too.
I'm part rogue, man. This is my blood. I give him Give him 390 gold.
I'm just gonna take what I'm given. I lost 400 to get 390 back. We'll take it.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
for
You just put it in your pocket. It's what it is. All right.
Processing fee.
Is there anything we want to do, or can we jump cut to the soiree?
Like,
I'm gonna go put this ice cream back. I'm fine with jump cutting.
Okay.
Reese, I'm gonna go get my suit tailored up.
Got to,
Dog. I ain't getting seating crap.
Actually, here's the thing. This is very important. Ethan will get back and he can describe what he's wearing, but I want each of you to tell me, what do you show up in?
What do I show in?
What's the drip? Each and every one of you, what's the drip for showing up to a party after you guys won a battle ball championship? Yeah, what's your drip, dog?
I'm gonna be wearing you know the Vondes Viper thing that let us talk to one another?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a suit with that stitched into the back.
Hell yeah, okay.
And the suit is gonna be diamond laced, like the one that Barney gets on How Much.
That's hilarious. You got diamond pinstripes up and down your suit. Okay, hell yeah. All right. Then Langham. What does Langham wear to the soiree?
Langham has a lightning blue robe.
I already love this.
Goes down with a deep purple vest underneath it. And a matching hat, and the hat's lightning blue on the top, and it has a ream around the edges of it that goes behind his ear where it's tightly put in his ponytail, and his mustache is perfectly manicured.
Let's go. All right. Rudy, what are you wearing? You arrive at the soiree.
I definitely got on the Vondes Viper's cape over my black plate mail. And I got my stuff all, it's all like shined, it's sparkly, all my metal sparkly. The ants hate it. They hate it here.
Okay, they're not about it.
I've moved all their dirt around. It's just clean. All the dirt is under my armor. If they even bump into me, I'm done for.
Okay.
A pound of dirt. It's like working on a truck that just went through mud. As soon as you knock the bottom of it, it's all gonna fall on you.
Ephesus, what are you wearing as you arrive at the soiree?
Yes, sir. I stripped down from my jacket. I put on a nice little vest, you know. Got some gold.
Let's go.
Got some silver chains hanging down.
Let's go.
I got one made with like a viper right here.
That's
the
sick.
Olympic
Let's go.
medal.
Yeah, like the Olympic medal.
And
Hell
I've still
yeah.
got all of like my I don't have any leather on. I've got some nicer like dress pants that kind of match the vest and everything.
I dig it. Are you Spurs or no Spurs?
Oh, I got Spurs.
Okay, got to. Like, all right.
I got a long sleeve shirt on, but it's rolled up.
Let's go. Okay, clean. Got the hat on still, I assume. Have to have it. Alduin.
Yes, sir.
What is your dress wear as you arrive at the soiree? What's the drip that Alduin arrives in?
So, I'm going to assume that the Church of Mismethus has like a formal wear.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm going to choose to believe it is like a forest green long coat with forest green pants, like maroon shirt with gold buttons.
I love this. Let's go. You show up. You guys look fucking dripped out. Okay.
I do want to say that I noticed that everybody has the the Viper theme going on, and I'm like, and so I stab my staff into the ground and magically transform the tail end of my robe into a Viper.
That's sick.
Hey, I got you this too, and I hand him a little earring, like for his left ear.
A little earring. Hell yeah.
Thanks. Put it on.
Could we also have gotten like Wendell or somebody to make some like gold pins in the shape of like a viper, like head and fangs?
Dude, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. You guys all got a pin on. And as you guys arrive, you guys see, first of all, waiting on the steps of this beautiful manor, all right, is Bill wearing a black tux cut to fit on a donkey. Okay? All right. It only goes on his first two legs and then halfway down his torso. And you see that he is wearing a matching Viper chain to Ephesus's Viper chain. And he's got round sunglasses on. It's the dead of night. He's got round sunglasses. And he goes, "What's up, brothers?" As you guys arrive.
What's up, brothers?
What a nice donkey. You look
What a
so
nice
good,
donkey.
dude.
How do you feel about piercings in your ear?
You guys, first of all, love it. Second of all, love that you're asking about it.
I'm putting my feelings aside. You earned this too. And I'm gonna put the Viper pin that we have and put it in
Okay.
through his left ear.
You see, it goes in. He's like, didn't even feel it.
Hey,
Weirdly enough,
can you
not a lot of nerve endings up there.
Aldwin, can you do it as if you were like putting one of those those little like cattle guns that you put on their ears to pierce the pin?
I have as much experience as somebody who works at Claire's.
Okay, all right. So,
It's that Five Below ear piercing station. Have y'all seen that junk?
Yeah.
That's
No,
sketchy,
really?
blood.
All right.
Hey, yeah.
You can go to Tailspire and see the Von Dest estate. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yo.
On the bottom floor, as you guys arrive at the Von Dest estate, first of all, you guys see upon entry, this place is immaculate. Marble floors, marble walls, like diamond encrusted what's that word? Sconces, diamond encrusted sconces with blue fire burning in them. You guys see in the middle of the there's this bizarre contraption. It's like this big like pedestal made of solid gold that's got a crystal hovering over it that's projecting images of your guys' highlights from the battle. All right.
Heck
That's
yeah.
That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me.
All right. You guys see you guys see that one moment of like Langham flying through the air and grabbing the ball off the ground. You guys see Ephesus shooting the ball out of the air midair. You guys see Alduin nailing a home. You guys see Rudy cloning himself into another Rudy and two of them attacking a dude for the ball. Like you're just seeing a highlight. See the confusion being cast by Leo that made the guy freeze and unable to use the ball. Guys, just like it's the coolest shit you've ever seen. They're just playing highlight after highlight of awesome moments. As you arrive, I think the first thing that catches you off, like that would grab your senses, is the aroma. The room smells incredible. There are trays of hors d'oeuvres being served by guests. You guys see there's like a buffet set up in one corner that's just got every fucking exotic meat you could find on it. Around the room, there's just a myriad of perfumed dancers who are just dancing around the room and very thin and pretty revealing dancewear.
Wow.
You guys see like drow women wearing like sort of like a belly dancer's outfit that's made of like some sort of sheen that's just fully see-through. You guys see that there's a full band playing in one. Got like a grand piano laid out. There's a minotaur bard who's playing a lute and singing some hymn. And the room is alive. People are like cheering, glasses. There's like trays of champagne and various things being passed around. And as you guys arrive, the butler announces, "And the guests of honor, the Von des Vipers, have arrived." And the party goes, one's freaking out. And you guys see Hesse and Von Des, a white Harangon, a rabbit folk man, wearing a three-piece lime green suit. You see that he's got like a long tail coat going on. He's wearing kind of like capris because he's a rabbit man, so he doesn't wear shoes, obviously. And you see that he walks over to you and goes, "Oh my goodness, Vipers! It's so wonderful to see you all. Thank you so much for coming." Each of your hands, he goes, "What you guys did on that field, I will never be able to repay you enough. Winning the Battle Bowl games in your first season as sponsor has never been heard of before. No one's ever done it. You guys have made history for me and this city. It's incredible. And I truly cannot repay you enough. But hopefully, this party will pay you some." And you see that he kind of leans in and he goes, "And the dancers, not just dancers, if you catch my drift." And he backs off as he goes, "The Vipers, everybody!" And people
Guys, what does it mean by not just
you.
dancers? I'm so confused. Do they have a side job?
I pull Rudy to
Thankfully
the
looking.
side. and I explained to him what he meant by they're not just dancers.
You all hear Rudy audibly gasp. No, no, not at a party.
And
Never.
Langham's just like, oh yeah, giving him
In
like the
public?
circle finger and thumb.
Oh no, they didn't have nothing like this back in my day.
I'm sorry to hear that, but
you guys see that there are a couple lounges where some high-ranking gentlemen have already taken some that our curtains are closed and way too much smoke is coming out of there.
They should be ashamed of themselves. Rudy
Um,
says as he walks
I'm gonna
by.
go talk to them to make sure that they're ashamed.
Hey guys, I saw some smoke in here. You all right? I charge him. Is there a fire?
How do you look through the roof on Telspire again?
The green scroll on the right.
Yeah, right as well.
What is it?
You can right click. You should be able to right click twice, and it should zoom through it. Or there's if you see that slider on the side of the screen, the green one at the very top. If you pull it down, it'll bring down the grid. It'll go through show you.
Oh, sick. Okay, thank you.
No problem. And then at this party, once again, the big thing is, I think you guys noticed, all of the merchant superiors seem to be here. Everybody, you guys see Lord Marquette, the Lord Wexelton, like this elderly, an elderly goblin man who's one of them. Like you can go around, and you guys see Leo Lacrosse is here. Roll me perception. Anybody who would like.
Sure, I will.
I will too. I got an 11.
Perception word.
Dude, these women are hot. Okay, like
Dude,
these dancers are hot. And you see they've got every flavor and variety you want. There's elf, dark elf, orc, which you didn't even know you might be into, but now you think you might be into. Gnome, halfling.
Langham's walking around, kind of just you hear him like mumbling himself, and it's kind of just like, why shouldn't I treat myself every now and again?
You see that one of them is a Nagia, like a half snake woman. Like her upper torso is just a woman, but her lower torso is fully just a snake's tail. Don't know how that's gonna work for anybody, but maybe that's doing.
Hey, I think you got some nature going on right there. You like part snake, you know, kind of like how I'm part like a robot, like part ant, and then all my ants come out. Yeah.
I think roll persuasion. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. What did Alvin roll on his perception check?
22.
22 is great.
Persuasion is. I just rolled a 17. I rolled a 17 on the dice for a 24 persuasion.
You see it on 24. You see it this like mysterious, like she's wearing like one of those like thin like belly dancer veils over her face that you can still definitely see through, but it's like thin and beautiful and sparkling with like diamonds in it. And she goes, "Part ant, you say? I've never been with a man who was part ant." And you see that she touches your hand, and then immediately 10,000 ants just swarm toward her.
What can I say? They love me.
She goes, fascinating. That's fascinating. And you see that she kind of starts to like, in a either threatening or sexual way, curl around you. You're not totally, but
weird, a couple weeks ago, I was a snake. And back then, I could just be changed into animals.
She goes, "Oh, tell me more about that." Alduin, you see Leah Lacrosse. You see that she is leaning against a table with a champagne in one hand, and she is has a cane in her hand that she is leaning against as well. That you can see she's definitely like, it's not like for show. She is definitely like putting weight on that cane, like she has to. And then you see one of her eyes is like whited out, and there's a nasty scar gashed across one of her eyes that was not there last you saw her. Which was like 3 days ago when she came into the Eckart with the Lord Marquette looking at shit. You saw her, she did not look like this, but she's leaning heavily on it. has an eye scarred, and looks like there's some burns on her hands, maybe. But it still looks very dapper. She's wearing like a 3-piece suit with a shoulder cape. It's black with silver trim, and there's a star blue undershirt that she's wearing. And looks dapper, but also looks like she's been through something recently.
Is it would a lesser restoration help with any of that?
You think a lesser restoration might help with the if she's having a broken bone or something, a lesser restoration could for sure help adjust that back into place. You could definitely really help her with a lesser restoration.
Okay. I will I don't know if I'm gonna do it now, but my plan is to go over there because I mean when we are the main event of the party, and when somebody that high is there, we kind of have to go and talk.
Yeah.
But I'll make sure when I go over there and handshake, I'm gonna give her a lesser restoration as well, and just not say anything about it.
Okay, hell yeah. As everyone has arrived at the party, drinks being handed out, the vibe is immaculate in this room, and I think after a long series of a bunch of crazy shit going on, I think it's nice to be appreciated. It's nice to have a party thrown in your honor. That's fun. That's a great time. And you guys, there's dancers who are all flirting with you. You guys getting as much champagne as you could possibly want. The food is incredible. The music is lively. And it's just a good atmosphere. And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Do we get to, next session, will we get to interact with these people more?
Absolutely. You can spend as much time interacting in this party as you want.
Hey, I got the snake woman.
My hands are sliding together.
She's let's go.
Yeah. You might as well. I look like I was raised by a fly right now with how my hands are being rubbed together.
He said, "Can we interact with these people more?" Zooms in on the dancers.
Hey, how do I zoom in past their veil?
Ethan, you didn't hear this because you were gone, but I am wearing a tailored suit that has the Viper cut in, stitched into the back.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
You just have money like that. You'll never use that again.
Nope, I won't. 100% will not use it one more time.
But I mean, Leo throws money around. Okay, Leo fears nothing.
I do be throwing money around.
All right.
So, is Leo's financial situation? How is it compared to somebody like Leo Lacrosse?
Are you asking, does he have more money?
How does he compare to somebody like Leo Lacrosse?
I'm willing to say outright, Leo has more in his bank than she has ever.
Okay.
Now, a lot of Leo's money, the way that Leo, a lot of his in trade ventures, he pays for a lot of trade that comes in and out of the event, store ships, and also he kind of runs a town. Yeah. I think Alduin and kind of everybody noticed that if anybody in that town had a problem, Leo would just flip the bill. He's like, "Oh, your ship was destroyed? That sucks. I'll buy you a new one. Oh, your house was flooded? Okay, that's fine. We'll build you a new house." He was just throwing money around. The man's loaded. The man's got so much fucking cash.
I just didn't know if it was being rich in Baxley versus being rich in Atlanta. I didn't know how that worked.
See, I will say that the merchant superiors, the guys at the top of the guild, they all have more money than Leo.
Okay.
They are they're the guys at the top where all that money climbs to.
They're
okay,
rich.
Yeah.
And Leah's only a high merchant, correct?
Yes, she is only a high merchant, meaning she has to report to one of the merchant superiors, which you learned from Graza, Lord Marquette. The Lord Marquette is the guy directly above her, who she would have to report to.
Notes.
But if Leo is richer than her, they're richer than Leo situation.
Okay.
They got that. Leo's got that. I made a bunch of money in my youth and then kept making money, and they've got that. My family's been making money since the start of this city. My family's always had money, and Leo's I've got new money. I've
comparing Woody Folsom to a Rockefeller.
It's very similar. Very similar. It's like
Bet.
it's like he's got money for sure, but like somebody else got more.
I misunderstood. I thought Leah Lacrosse was like top dog.
No, she's got one person above her, and I think that's something that makes. I think that's probably like as you probably put together like Gross is saying she's very ambitious. I think you can tell she's aiming somewhere, but like
Yeah.
she's not there yet. So
Okay. We just need to find out her intentions.
I'm really excited to figure out what's going on with this honey trade, this under the table honey trade.
Lullaby Honey. Someone keep a track of that.
Lullaby
That better be in some.
Put in the sticky notes.
I love honey.
I love honey too. I also got the idea of this honey from Brennan Lee Mulligan. So everyone thank him.
Hey,
Thanks, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Is honey like Arcane?
In
Mad Pod.
in Dimension 20 season Fantasy High season 3, there's a type of honey called Devil's Honey that when you take it, you can lie and people will always believe you. But I was like, what if it was just a hallucinogenic? And then I changed it a little bit. So
Nice.
yeah. In fact, actually, the way he describes it as if you take too much of the devil's honey, you'll believe the lie too. Like you'll convince yourself that's the truth.
Whoa, that's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, and I was like, that's interesting. And then once you find out what it's used for, you're like, holy shit, it goes down the rabbit hole. It's very intense. Like,
oh my gosh. What is it? What'd you say it's called? What kind of honey is ours called?
Devil's Honey.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The Devil's Honey's in the show. Lullaby Honey's the
ours.
Lullaby Honey makes you go.
Is it gonna be like one of those like Lullaby Honey is people?
No, I don't think it'll be that situation.
If you eat enough Lullaby Honey, Lola Bunny comes in, and that's
get me
and that's
the
where things get
barrels.
crazy. Give me the barrels.
I just went full fly mode again.
No, do you want to play a round or two of rounds before we go to bed?
I'll be down.
I was about to say something.
Well, I'm going to go to bed. My wife and my sweet baby boy have been very sick today, so I'm going to go.
My little brother has a hand, foot, and mouth thing that babies get.
Yikes!
Oh,
Your mouth suck.